big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. Now, before I get into what I'm going to talk about, I don't know if this is going to be classified as a prediction or a spoiler or what it's going to be called. But I'm just going to go into this. So, we all know that the only major sport, well, actually, there's 3 major sports going on right now, but 2 of them are in the playoffs, and one is like 2 or 3 weeks into the regular season. Maybe even a little bit more than that. Right around 2 or 3 weeks into the Major League Baseball, it's in its 3rd week, or it's towards the end of the 2nd week into the 3rd week, I believe. Or no, maybe even heading towards the 4th week of the season. And then, we've got the Stanley Cup playoffs going on right now, and we've got the NBA playoffs going on right now. So here's what I'm gonna say. Now this probably will not come true, but if it does, I'm gonna be excited in about a month or 2, or 6 months from now, or a year from now. So I'm gonna say something, and it may be way out there in left field. It may be something that does not happen. I'm hoping and praying, and putting this into the universe that Brandon Aiyuk signs a big contract with the 49ers, and he stays with the 49ers for the next, let's say 4 or 5 seasons, or 4 or 5 years, and it's like 120, 130, maybe even $150 million contract. Now, like I said, that may or may not happen. I don't know at this point. There's been a lot of speculation that he'd be traded to Pittsburgh. That I don't know what's going to happen in regards to that, but I'm hoping and praying that Brandon Aiyuk stays as our wide receiver for the next 4 or 5 seasons, because Shanahan and John Lynch Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have said that they want him back, but they don't know the details. And I hope Jed York, the president, or whatever his role is as the high executive of the San Francisco 49ers, decides to keep Brandon Aiyuk for a while. Now, the other thing is, I don't know about this one. This one is just a complete guess, and it could or could not happen. Extremely could or could not happen. I'd like to see Klay Thompson return for maybe like 3 or 4 more seasons with the Warriors, and officially retire as a Golden State Warrior. And I realize that, that he's not young anymore, and Steph Curry's not young anymore, and Draymond Green aren't young anymore, and Andrew Wiggins isn't young anymore. But I'd like to see those three, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, stay with the Warriors for at least another 4 years. Now, because Klay Thompson's contract ended after this season, and he's an unrestricted free agent, which means he could explore all kinds of options if he wanted to. But I want to see him finish his career with the Warriors, just like I want to see Steph Curry finish his career with the Warriors, just like I want to see Draymond Green finish his career with the Warriors. Now, after that, I don't know who's gonna join the Warriors to make them better next year. There's been a lot of speculation. There's been a lot of rumors that LeBron James might join the team. His son, Bronny James, might join the team. There's been speculation and rumors that Giannis Antetokounmpo might join the Warriors. But again, those are all speculations and rumors and I'm not trying to be a news outlet or anything like that. I'm just saying I would like to see the Warriors win 1, maybe 2 more championships with those big 3, whether it be that included Steph, Klay, and Draymond. Now, Wiggins probably will be leaving the team. There's some new up-and-comers that could be big names in the future, like Trace Jackson Davis and Brandon Pedinsky, or Perinsky. I don't know how to say his name. And there's other individuals like Jonathan Kuminga could be a big role player in the future. not everyone's young anymore on that team. Moses Moody is getting to, he could be there for a few more years. Andrew Wiggins is getting up there in age. Steph Curry is going to be going into his 16th season. Klay Thompson will be going into his 14th season or 13th season, and Green will be going into his 14th season. So, they're getting a little older, and I grant you, I will say this, that they aren't, in their prime anymore. They're not, being the best versions of themselves as they used to be, but I'd still like to see them win one or two more championships together. Now, I know that Klay may or may not be with the Warriors next season, but I hope he does finish his career with the Golden State Warriors. I hope they find, whether that be Steve Kerr or any of the executives decide to keep Klay Thompson around for at least another 2 or 3 seasons. Now, I'm not sure how much it's going to be for, but I'm hoping and praying that I'm hoping and praying that Klay Thompson remains with the Warriors, and I'm hoping Brandon Aiyuk remains with the 49ers. And who knows what's going to happen with the Major League Baseball season. I'd like to see the SF Giants make it to the playoffs this season, but that's not until October. We're at the end of April, so that's you got all of May, all of June, all of July, or most of July, because there's an All-Star game in July, August, all of September, and maybe a few days in October before the playoffs start. So that's 6 months of baseball left to be played. So who knows what's going to happen with that. And I'm hoping that the Sharks find a way to make it to the Stanley Cup playoffs next year. Just like I'm hoping and praying that all my teams make the playoffs, and the Warriors next season can win a championship or get close enough to winning a championship. At least get the Sharks back into the playoffs next season. Get the 49ers back to the Super Bowl and hopefully win it. And, what was the other team? And the Giants, hopefully they make the playoffs, and hopefully they can make it to the World Series and win it all this year. Now, that's high hopes, and I know that probably will not happen. Some of those may not happen, or maybe none of those will happen. But I'm praying and hoping that all of my teams next year, this year with the SF Giants, but next year, all my teams can make it to the playoffs and maybe make it to the final round, whether that be the NBA Finals, the Super Bowl, the Stanley Cup final. Now, I know the Sharks haven't been good for a while now, since Burns left, since Couture left, since Pavelski left. All those guys were getting kind of old anyways. And there's other ones that I'm probably forgetting about, but they're new up-and-comers that it may take another 2 or 3 seasons before the Sharks even make the playoffs. Or maybe next year they'll find a way. I don't know at this point. So we've got a couple birthdays to wish today. So I want to wish Trey DeFranco a happy birthday, and I would like to wish Amber Heard a happy birthday today as well. And that does it for birthdays. That does it for this vlog. I will see you all tomorrow with a brand new vlog, and bye-bye.